God provides for his beloved as they sleep. Psalm 127 says, unless the Lord builds the house, those who build it labor in vain. Unless the Lord guards the city, it's vain for the sentries to watch. In vain, you get up early, you put off going to bed, sweating to make a living, since he provides for his beloved as they sleep. This video, I want to emphasize God providing for our lives. Even though this psalm of rest, of God providing for rest, mankind can't rest if they're stuck building, guarding, and providing. All of these are freely given as we sleep. I want to emphasize on God providing for our lives in this psalm. It's interesting that King Solomon gets visited in the night as he's sleeping. And the story goes in Chronicles, 2 Chronicles 1:7, that while King Solomon is at rest, God visits him and says, ask, and I will give it to you. What a gracious God. Just ask God. King Solomon asks God for wisdom. The Hebrew here is a hearing heart, a heart that hears you, God. That's what I want. God was so pleased with Solomon's request. He not only gives him wisdom, he gives him riches, honor, and he gives him treasures. And this is amazing that God marked Solomon's life, this man of rest, this man of peace, that while you're at sleep, your self-efforts have nothing to do here. While the kingdoms of the world were sleeping, while anything a person can do is sleeping, while humanity's efforts are at rest, God gives freely unto his beloved, not by the sweat, not by the work, not by leaning on an empire, a government, or a ruler, any earthly authority, but God in the rest, in the night, in the dream says, ask. And Solomon receives not only wisdom, but treasures, riches, and honor. These are all practical, supplying things for our lives. It's not stuck in ethereal heavens. It's heaven invading earth in the rest and sleep of God. He gives his beloved as they sleep. He gives graciously to his beloved as they sleep. The gospel is an entering into God's rest in Christ Jesus. We have been co-crucified with Christ, co-buried with Christ, co-raised with Christ, co-seated with Christ. And it's from this flowing seat of the throne of God that all of our practicals of concerns, of building, of guarding, of provision flows from the finished work of Jesus Christ. And just how the wildflowers are clothed, their essentials are covered extravagantly, the birds are fed extravagantly by a gracious Father, so are we, even much more so.